Right, I'm back in the little tannin stream. We had 50 mils of rain 2 days ago, or just 51 or 52 mils approximately. So I thought I'd come and give the tannin stream, give it a rest for one day and then give it time to drop and settle a little bit and come back here. So yeah, she's running good flow. It's probably up about 4 inches, a good 4 inches or so from my last trip, maybe 5 inches. And very dark tannin colour, but still clear enough to run a lure through it. And you can see where the sun's hitting the water there, it's a sort of lightish, brightish colour. But anyway, we'll see how we go. Starting off with a Adrian micropigment brown pattern and see what happens there. If not, we'll just go to a reliable little gold Aglia, or maybe even a white miller bug spinner. Masses of little insects on the water surface here. Everywhere. Nothing, no trout surface feeding on them anyway. Wasn't a sign of a trout in that first 20 metres of water. Coming into this part here now, wind's come up now, it's gusting at about 25 to 35 kilometres an hour I reckon. Air temp's about 8 degrees, it's absolutely freezing. And some big dark clouds moving in, right, looks like there's more rain coming. So, we'll have to move on. I'm taking the brown Aglia off and we've got a rainbow pattern on now in the micropigment Aglia, so see how that goes. Otherwise I'm just going to plonk a white miller on and stick to it, because the water is a lot darker than I thought it was actually. Very black tannin in there. Right, finally got our first trout. Had a white miller on. Nothing was happening or anything else. I thought I'll put a white miller on, and he's a lovely fish too. I don't know how well hooked he is. Yeah, just in the jaw, so he'll stay on for a little tick. That was a cast just straight up the river there. It's the only hit I've had so far since I've been in the river, and he's a beautiful fish too. He goes to 400 grams. Anyway, we'll get this fella off and send him on his way. Maybe he has a lovely Christmas and fattens up for the new year. Oh, just got my second one on there. He's a beauty too. He's bigger than the last one. Oh yes, glorious fish. Glorious fish. He casts about 10-15 feet ahead of me. Oh, lovely, 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 lovely. Come on, big fella. Look at that for a fish. A little tannin water stream. And you get a fish like this in it. These little out of the way streams, they're bloody great, just great. I'll get him in the net and set him on his way. It's only the second one of the day. I've only had 2 hits and caught 2 trout, and the white miller's done the job on both. So that's good. So we'll get him, I'll just lead him in here and we'll get him in the net. Alright, there we go, 815 grams total. And I've only got the small net with me today, and it's only a 310 gram net weight. So yeah, so he's 505 gram fish, so beautiful. So send him on his way. And he's all good to go, and he's off and gone. Love it. Oh, let's get in and climb over this crap here. No, that little spot over there looks good there. That flat water on that. Maybe one in there. The water's icy today. And, it may take another day or so, I reckon, for this river to even fire up. It's so cold. It's been, the water temp's really low, and I reckon it's probably shut the trout down a bit. And sometimes they've had good rain and the river's been running a bit high, and as it drops, it takes the trout a little time to settle sometimes in these small streams. Now I just come up through there, and not a sign of a trout, so we're just going to go up through here and give this stretch of water up here a little bell, and if I don't get nothing then we'll be out of it. So there's a platypus in the river up there too. Anyway, we'll see if we can get a fish out of that. If not, we call it a day. There was a trout in that big pool. I've gone through it now. I'm downstream looking back up at it. Yeah, only a small one come out, a little light hit and miss, and that was it. So I'm just going to have a little go down through here, and my car's up around the corner from here somewhere, and not all that far away. I'll get up there and call it a day. Alright, just got our third trout. I was just making my way back to the car, and right in that corner there was a tight backhand cast. I do 2 casts in there. It was a second cast, bang, yeah, this fella grabbed hold of it. So, another nice fish, still a legal size. Not as big, nowhere near as big as the other two, but yeah, a lovely one. So we'll get him in and get him off. Settle down, bub. Wet my hands and grab it. So as you can see from here, from where I had a cast, it's a pretty tight little bit of water, and but there's a little bit of flat water, the bubbles on it, right over on that bank in that corner there. My first cast was to the left side of it, to near the bottom end of that flat water. The first cast was there, sorry. The second cast was to the right, near the top end of it, and that's where the trout took it. Yeah, so I mean, little bits of water like that, people bypass it. You never bypass any little bit of water like that. Especially in these little streams, you just never know these little trout sitting. Oh, I just hooked and lost a little trout down in there, and then I had a fellow in here from the right hand side here, and then cast to the left, and I had a hook up there but lost him as quick as he took it. So the white one was off now. I've just got a little baby, a little 00 old beat up gold black fury on, gold agly on now, and see if that'll pick up one. So I'm just about ready to call it a day. Wind's picking up more and it's getting darker, so I'll just have probably fish maybe another 20-30 metres of river, and then that'll be about it, I think. Right, my day's done. It's nearly 11:45. Yeah, just a 3 trout caught, and when I got up fish further up after that last fish, I've hooked and lost 2 others, and then I had a hit after hit, but they were just, yeah, they just all sort of shut down. Just yeah, the aggression had gone out. I'm just darting up and just whacking the lure side on, sort of thing. A quick hit and they're gone. So I tried a couple of different lures there, but no good. So I think I was pretty lucky to get 3 today. Anyway, I was in the water. I think it was about 10 past or 9:15, and yeah. So anyway, the next time, guys, tight lines. What I'll do before I go, I'll probably come back a couple of days later and try it again, because it's running cold and just a little bit high and fast at the moment. So I'll get another few days to settle down, and we'll just see how we go on it. So now till next time, tight lines.